Hey, good evening, everyone. Welcome back to another episode. Tonight, I'm going to attempt to finish up, actually put some form to this concept for the rotary turbine blade for airflow. I've got a couple of ideas in my head as to how I want to do it, so it'll probably be pretty intense. Some complex molding, so we'll see, or not molding, but uh, complex geometry. That's what I meant to say. So, hey, Paladin, welcome to the show. Thanks for tuning in. It's good to see your name pop up again. I'm glad you enjoy these series. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and open up this assembly. And let's see, I've got the airfoil in. Now, when I put this in, I noticed that the where I tied the first one, it's sticking out where I want it to. Actually, there, that gives it a better, so I want to bring this in to where it's connected to that. But how I put this in was making it coincident with a line, I believe. Yes, there, that's the line. So what I would rather do is have an imaginary line, and define an imaginary center point between the outermost edges so that I can have it centered in this thickness. And then I can cut and shave this to how I want to actually resemble a fan. So that is the plan. So the first thing I'm going to go ahead and do is open up the airfoil. And let's look how I did this. Yes, okay, good. I did it that way. I did do it the way I enjoy doing it. So what I'm going to do is do a center line or a construction line just out in La La Land just for now, on one on each side. And then we're going to make it tangent to that. Now if I move this, since it's also locked in a vertical, it's not going to rotate. So I'll show you what I mean. If I delete, let me back up. If I delete the horizontal, what are these called? Relation. It's kind of a locking mechanism. If I delete that and I put this tangent to that, and I take this line and move it around, it'll actually follow tangent to that circle anywhere I move it. So by locking it on the vertical, then it doesn't do that, and it gives me my most out to out edges for this deal. Why did it retract your message, Wendy? I don't understand that. What did you put in here? That's weird. It should not be doing that. Try and type something else, Wendy. I don't know what the hell it did. Well, yeah. So, from there, what I'm going to do, let's see, if I make this coincident with that, no, that's not what I want. Alright, I'm going to have to make a couple more top and bottom so I can get the exact, well, there you are, and hello. Let me make that, yeah, that's horizontal. So I want this to be tangent to that, and this to be tangent to this. and that should give me my box. From there, I can trim this up. Actually, I'll go ahead and trim it all up. And I'll make a final center line. There. And all I did for that was to define where my center point's going to be along this whole thing. It's just kind of a way so I don't have to do any calculations, and it makes it really, really simple. What did you put in there before now, I wonder? Oh wait, now it's giving me a different, I don't know what's going on with your thing. Alright, so this sketch, I need that to change. But first, we're going to have to make let's do this. Let's open this up. And that way I can see where this is at. Okay. So let's do this. Let's edit this feature. And instead of blind, I'm going to do it mid-plane so that front plane is the center. So I'll go ahead and save that. And then what that should do, if I take this sketch and I edit the sketch plane, and instead of selecting the first that face, I can select the front plane, and that'll move. You should have seen that'll move that line that I made to the center, basically the center of the plane. And then if I update that, since that was tied to that point, it moves the piece. So next thing I'm going to do is edit that mate. Let's see. I'm going to edit that feature. And I don't want it to be on here. I want to delete that and go back in here and bring up show this sketch. Okay, so if I do that, then I should be able to select the midpoint. It's not letting me do it. Why is that? I may have to delete that and redo it. Okay, don't add. Alright, let's cancel that. Let's just get rid of that. Sometimes I'm going to delete that. And this is coincident to that. Okay, so okay, why is it not giving me? That's really weird that it's not letting me select the midpoint like I did before. Well, we'll just edit this and put a point there on that midplane, or midpoint rather. Maybe I forgot to save it, and maybe that's why it's throwing it off. Alright, so if I select this and this, nope, that's not it. Where is, there we go. Can we do this? Please select, I did. Okay, this is annoying me. What in the world? Is it doing this? There we go. Add the mate in order to find the assembly. That way I can see what the hell is actually going on. Maybe I deleted the wrong one. Let me try this again. Of course. Let's delete that. Okay, that's where it needs to be now. Hide that sketch. And hide that sketch. Now I need to get the... run that parallel instead of coincident. So there we go. That's what it was, because I had those two planes coincident, which means they're joined. And I'm trying to join it again, then it's conflicting. Having it parallel allows it to join where it's supposed to. So that should be locked in place. Yep, selected component is fully defined. Now we can do that component pattern. And we can see that that's fully inside, exactly how I want it. Now to figure out how to actually make this work. Okay. Get some information here. You know what, let's go ahead and save this again. Now, alright, that piece is going to have a hole similar to these, because we're going to want bearings. No, no, it won't have bearings because it's going to be directly on a shaft. So, what do we got here? Do I? No, I do not have those locked in place. And I want the first one to be... yeah, the first one needs to be there. So I'm going to need a way to attach this to that assembly. Or, geez, not that assembly, but to the shaft. What is the shaft diameter? I forget what I made though. I think it was 1 inch. Yeah, 1 inch. Okay. Alright. Alright, let's... but that should be fine. Extrude that. I was watching somebody doing something else, and they actually had a link to thickness on here, which is kind of cool. But just do through all that way, it's fine. Alright, now from there, let's see. I can do a flange, which has for a set screw. I wonder, no, actually a spline would be better. Yeah, let's do it that way. I like that better, a spline, a shaft with a spline in it. That will definitely make sure it stays in place. Maybe a spline with a set screw. imagining that would also need, unless it's like, if it's press fit in, like the bearings. Honestly, during manufacturing, I probably would have to find out for that type of system what would be the. This has got to handle like 3,500 RPMs if I remember right. So, but I do think a spline would be actually better. So let's make a spline. Actually, let's do it this way. And I probably, I can make it with. Let's do it this way. Let's just edit that sketch and do it this way. That'll make it cleaner. I'm all about clean, so. Alright, so let's see here. Let's do. Let's see how. Let's see. Let's do 125. And honestly, oh yeah, I did it to the center. Okay, so let's do. Let's see. Overall, we'll do 1.25. I think that's a pretty decent size. And then do a circular sketch pattern. And that is on, I think it wants to know what should be able, nope. Let's do, where's my view? There it is. Hide show, temporary axis, that's what I want. So we're gonna select, excuse you? Okay, come on. What? Yeah, that, why is it not selecting the entity? Oh, it did capture the point. Okay. Alright. What is that? I'm okay with that. Actually, I want to undo that and fix these first. I think I want some chamfers on here. Let's do, let's see, those are a quarter, or no, an eighth. 0.0625. So we'll do half that. Here to there. Here to there. Okay, I'm good with that. Now, I should be able to cut these pieces out and then do an array. Let's do this. Boop. Okay. That should make it easier. Alright, now let's do a polar array. Instances to skip should be this one. So I don't want it to double up on the we do 5, 1, 2. That looks really tall as far as the spline goes. Instances, I don't want that one because we already have that one there. That's fine, I think. I do 9. Oh, that don't look right. Okay. Equal spacing. 277.18 degrees. I'm not sure if I like that too much. Just trim all these pieces out. Beautiful. Man, I really don't like how tall that is, though. And I probably should have chamfers here, too. Let's try and add those in. It may fuck it up, and I may have to go backtrack a little bit. Let's keep it the same. Oh, it doesn't like that, huh? Because that's a circle. Can I do a... Actually, I'll do it like this and then I'll cut it out. And I think I want to change that. Shorten that up. I like that better. That looks a lot more professional. Alright, let's go ahead and do that. Spline created. And then what I'll do on this, I'll use the features and put a chamfer in. That should be able to do. Oh, that is really, that's not going to work. Let's see, that is, yeah, it's too big for as small as that thing is. Yeah, that's 1/32 of an inch. I don't know if they can go this small. Let's try and divide that in half. I really don't like that. Yeah, I don't know. 64th might be a little much for them to do that with. Oops. Go ahead and divide that by 2 again. Make it 1/128th. I'm sure they can. 0.008. And for press fitting, probably we'll need a well, how's that gonna work? I don't think I can press fit that. I honestly may have to have this basically as a slip fit with a few set screws. Because if I have to throw multiples of these on here, and that's going to be insane. Also, those fan blades are going to have to be a lot taller. So, alright, let's try this. Actually, let's do a sketch on the front plane. We'll just make a back up the design a little bit. I can take that off. View, hide, show. I'm going to take that temporary axis off. That'll be fine. Let's do it on one side and then I'll mirror it over. And then I'll have to change my, yeah, I'll have to do a little bit of backtracking, but that'll be fine. Make that 2 inches. And I'll extrude that. Go ahead and extrude that a 1/2 inch. And then what I'm going to do, fillets on, that's too big. Do both of those. I hope that gap is right, or it's going to be okay. I'll have to look at that when I get it in. Good question. So that's, yeah, let's change the sketch plane to the front. Yes, to the front. And we will modify this to go through all both. There we go. So no matter how big that gets, it's always going through all. me look at it. I definitely want to have these two features. Mirrored about the front plane. Yep, that's in there. Oops. Wait. Oh, I selected the wrong thing. Edit that feature. Wait, what? What? I don't understand why that's doing that. Alright, let me take the feature out. Then can I select it? Now that shouldn't give me any. Yeah. Oh, wait. What? Okay. It does not like mirroring the fillet. So what we'll do this up here. Actually, put that there. Then I can select this. Yes, there we go. That almost looks really thick for that. But I'd rather overdo it than under. I'd hate for it to fail. I don't think that edge needs to be that thick though. Yeah, once this goes to manufacturing stage, I will definitely have to get some guidance from a manufacturer standpoint, depending on who I select and all that, to see if that's too much flange, or if anything else is going to be goofed up. Should be fine. Alright, I'm going to save this for now, and I'm going to look at this assembly. Actually, that's not bad. Can I make those longer? Nah. Now to figure out how those are actually going to get mounted in there. And my initial thought is to have cutouts where they're welded in place, but doing something like that might be a little on the hanky side. Because, I mean, unless it's robotically welded, which will probably be pretty expensive for prototyping, it might be a little much. Let me think about this for just a second. Could I have these screwed in place? God, that would be a real pain in the butt to try and get that all set up. Let me see. Because basically it needs to be a rim, an upper rim and a lower rim, and then spokes. So let me do that first. Let's go ahead and do that. That way I can kind of get an idea of what I'm doing here. So I can go ahead and edit the part. And I think what I want to do is create a sketch on this front plane. Can't do that. I may have to change what it's made of so I can see. Can I do glass? Oh. You know what? Let's get out of this for just a second. Because I really need it to do that for me. Let's change this to glass real quick. I believe it'll let me see through. Or I can change it to air. Yes, I can change it to air. See, just like that. Alright, let's see what that does for me here. If I turn transparency off. No, it doesn't. Okay. Alright. What's this dimension here? I'm only doing this so I can get an idea of what. Okay. 3.2507. Let's see. 3.2. Nine. It's the radius, okay. And I'm gonna make one more. I think right there is where I want it. Okay. Construction. That's 4.2. Let's get out of that. Turn this back on. And I'll change the change that material back to like 1060. Because that'll be fine. So okay, I'm doing good on time. Alright, so let's do a front plane and we'll put our circles in there. This one is 4.25, so that's 8.5. And this is going to be 6.5. So actually, this will be two separate pieces, honestly. Yeah, I'll have to have like an assembly rim on this. So I wonder if screws would be best. Got my thinking brain going. Alright, so let's see here. What is this? It should be, what, 9? Yeah, 9 inches. Make a 9-inch rim, an outer rim. Oops. 9, 8.5. Extrude. And we're going to go 1 inch and mid-plane. This will be, what did I name that other thing? Oops. Turbine, rotor, rim. Yeah, I'll know what it means. So that means this bad boy, I don't need this. 3.25. 3.25. Okay, so this is what I need to do for this one. I think, hang on 1 second, I forgot. Let's look at this again. I forgot what my extrusion was. 1 inch, okay. Is the inner. So let's try. Oh, for Pete's sake, what is going on here? Oh, I was in a sketch, that's why. Edit that sketch. And I'm going to make that 4.5. Right. And that might screw something up here. Let's look at this. Turn this back on. Oh. Oh, my goodness. I'm reading radius and I should be doing a diameter. So that should be 6.5, not, good lord. Okay. That should be right. Yes, there's going to be a fraction of a gap there, which is fine. And yeah, this will, okay. Yeah, this will have to be a solid, ow, a solid shaft. But I could reduce the thickness so it makes it lighter. So honestly, this feature doesn't have to be there. I can make it a part of the, when I sink this and this in, this can sink in as well. That would be better. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I like that better. It gives me a few more warm and fuzzies. Alright, so let's bring in this bad boy. Make it boom. And then we'll do, where are you? Front plane to front plane. We'll match that. Alright, now let's go back and modify this bad boy. I can probably, yeah, let's go ahead and lock it in place. Top plane to top plane. Just lock that in place so that it's all together. Now to figure out how that's supposed to go together like that. Well, no, first of all, what did I just do? Oh, I accidentally closed it? Oh, for Pete's sake. Let's go ahead and save this for a second. Wait, where's the top? Why is the top missing? Did I accidentally delete that? Instead of just suppressing it? Okay, that's... I don't know why I did that. Okay. Moving on. Some days, I don't know what happens. Alright, this is going to be the inner hub. So I really need to rename this. Let's see, rename part. Hello? Hub. Yeah, that's fine. Update, save. Do not show again. Now it should be totally updated. Yep. Alright, we're good there. Alright, let's check this inner hub. So, what I want to do now is modify this part to where the thickness is reduced by the amount that this is thick. So, if I remember right, I only did this by a quarter, well, it's by a ½ inch, so it's a ½ inch. Alright, so we're going to have to shrink that because this is an inch overall. So I'm going to reduce that to 0.5, and these I should be able to reduce to which means it'll throw up an error because the fillet doesn't fit. So from here to here, what is that? because I don't want air flowing through here. That's why I'm reducing that thickness. Okay, I just did this. Oh my lord. I wanted to verify that was an inch. Alright, now what I want to do, I want a lip on this to be an inch, so let's do that. Nope, front plane. And I'm going to use that. Let's give this a dimension of 6. And we'll extrude that. Mid plane 1 inch. Yes, that's what I want. I like that so much better. And what did I make this thickness? 0.5. I could probably get away with making it even thinner because 0.5 is pretty damn thick. That means these will be bigger. So if I go, let's see, if I go 0.25, then that makes this, nope, that's, I think I can go 0.375. And that still should give me an inch, yes? If I did my in my head math right? Yes, I did. Okay. So if we take a section through that, oh, nope, I want to go that way, yes. And since I'm trying to go as lightweight as possible, I think I'll leave this as aluminum, and I'll leave that thickness, because I'll probably have to have a, well, I can probably have an aluminum rod. That shouldn't be a bad idea. We'll see. We'll see. And let's go ahead and, what is this? This I need to move up. Can I? No, I can't do that. Okay. Can I move this down here? No, I cannot. Oh, because it goes in front of the mirror. That goes after the mirror. So, okay, so we'll just do another. Like that. And I don't. Just take that off. Alright. Save that. Let's see how that looks here. What? I don't understand. What's the issue? Wait, what did it say? One of our features using this component pattern cannot be. Can I edit the feature and see what's acting up? Okay, I guess it lost. Oh, okay. Because I changed some of the geometry and stuff and added stuff, it lost the original what am I rotating around geometry. That's what it was. Okay, that makes sense. So far, so good. Alright, that is a good point to take a break. When I come back, I will figure out how the hell I'm supposed to fasten all those. Because that's going to be tricky as hell. That's something that you can't machine like that. There's just no way. Unless I don't need... I wonder how long I can make those, because I would love to have more surface area. Because that's a lot of blockage. That air is going to hit and only force right through these areas. And I don't have a way to... Alright, this is what I'm going to do. When we get back, I'm going to see how much I can decrease this and how long I can extend these until they start smashing into each other. Because the more surface area I have, the better. It's just the way it's going to be. But I have to be mindful of how long they are, and since they're all coming at an angle, the further down you go, they're going to start smashing into each other. The other option would be to thin those out, have there be less of them. So we'll have to see what I can do here. Alright, take a few minutes, go use the restroom, refill my drink, do a few exploratory design, and then we'll make a decision on how I want to do this the best. Alright, we'll be right back after a few minutes. Alright, and I'm back. Let's see what we got here. Alright, so let's go to in our hub. And let's shrink that down by 2 inches. Let's go to 4.5. Oh, I see what I did there. There we go. What's going on here? That's weird. I don't understand that. I want the edge. I guess it's lost the edge. Okay. So I guess what I can do to fix that is to make sure that this dimension here references this one with a plus a 1/2 inch. Yeah, D1 at sketch 1. Can I do that? I should be able to. Oh, shit. Let's do, I believe the command is equals D1 at, oh, I gotta put that in parentheses. Or not parentheses, but in quotes. D1 at sketch 1 plus 0.5. I think that's how I have to do that. Oh. Yes, plus. There we go. Yep, there we go. That way if I change this, it automatically updates that. So if I change this to 2.5, see, it automatically dropped that down to where it needed to be. So let's go 4.5 on that. And let's see, I subtracted 2 inches, so I'll add 2 inches here. So we'll make that 3, I think. Let's refresh that. And if I can get away with making even taller, I'm going to try. Okay. That is way too big. Let's try. Take another inch off of here. Maybe that's what happened. I didn't. Oh. It's the... Yes, it's that. But that looks pretty close to about the max I can go, maybe? Still confused as to why that's acting so strange here. Saying it's not concentric anymore. Let's do this. odd. I don't understand that. And yeah, okay, because I changed. Okay. Alright, let's remove that. So I probably need that distance and change that. Will that give me something that makes sense? Center distance is 2.25. So if I knock off, whoops, let's go up to here to this bad. Where's that sketch? There we go. Yes, I know. Okay, but that's still a little taller than... Alright, this is a little bit weird. I don't understand why it's doing that. Cylinders are oh, I know that, but okay. Okay. Clear. Can I do? No. 8.5 and 3.5. Or no, and 4. What did I say again? Jesus. I think this is 8.5. 8.5 and 4, that's 4.5. Divided by 2 is 2.25. Okay, let's suppress that because that's really... Wow, why am I having all kinds of difficulty with this? Edit that feature. Close that. Why does that keep doing that? I don't understand. Oh. You know, it would be better if I pulled out a... here we go. Nope. Hide show, temporary axes. And I want this to go there. That way it won't mess up again. Because that is a... Whoa, hello. Alright, let's turn those back off. Yeah, you can make your... doing stuff like this, temporary stuff, you can really screw up the look of everything. Now, is that gonna work? I don't know if this is gonna work or not. because those are really tight together. There's not much of a gap there. Shrink that down a little bit and see if that. What do I have this as? Material. Alright, let's do 1060 alloy. And I need to look at my properties, the mass properties on this. Evaluate, that's what I want. Mass properties. Mass is 0.01 pound. Volume is 0.1. Surface area is 4.23 square inches. Mm-hmm. 0.001 pounds. That's pretty fucking light. A lot lighter than I was expecting. All right. Now, how the hell to attach? I may have to go look at some examples and see how that's done. That's pretty busy. I wonder if I do. Let's see, I've got 60 in there. If I do 30, I can bulk that back up. Bulk those back up a little bit more. Go back to the way I had it originally. The only other thing I'm wondering is if those have to be at an angle. Like rotated at a slight angle. Because I think the ones that I've seen design, or the ones that I've seen, they actually do a, like if this is my plane, they actually have a twist in them. But it could be just a visual illusion because you really can't get a good feel for it. I may have to talk to somebody about that. I mean, theoretically this should work. It's basically an airfoil. It's like the wing of an airplane, only a little bit more exaggerated. I really wish I had the plug-in to where I could do airflow analysis. Yeah, I don't even have motion where I could actually spin it and put an airflow through it. Model-based definition. Yeah, I don't know what that means. That's something I never mess with. Oh, thank you, Paladin. It's good to be back. Let's look at this again. Let me see what 45 looks like. I like the size of that. That's going to be interesting. I mean, will it work? I don't know. It should. Theoretically, it should. The only thing I want the beefiness there because being able to secure that. What's the mass properties on this now? 1.5 pounds. And it has a 309.48 square inches of surface area. I wonder what the volume, almost 20 cubic inches of volume, but that's the whole thing. I'm wondering if I can do, wonder if I could do like in between the blades, how that would work. I'd have to find out because I'd never done that before. I never had to do major analysis and stuff like that. If I had the motion study plugin add-in, I could do I could actually do stress tests on it with the simulation. But yeah, I don't have that yet. Flow simulation, I would love to have that one. Huh, plastics, I don't know what that is. I've never seen that before. Interesting stuff. Okay, so we'll go with 45 for now like this, and I'm going to keep it designed like this. And I'm still contemplating how to insert them and keep them in place. You know what? I think I just had an idea. I think I just had a frickin' idea. Yeah, I bet you all are like, what? What's your idea? Give me a second and I will tell you. I wonder if it's possible from a manufactured standpoint. So I'm going to assume that these are formed. But I wonder if I can do this. Let's see, what is... Do I have this extruded mid-plane? Please tell me I do. I do. Thank you. Good, 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 good. Alright, let's do this. Let's do a sketch on that plane, and I'm going to take, let's show that. We're going to take these pieces here, and we're going to make a box out of them. And then I'm going to chamfer that. Let's see, let's do point. That might be too big. I don't know what my scale is here. Yeah, that's too big. Oh. Oh, hello. If I could get that machined. Then I could yeah. Let's look at this. I think I have an idea. Hide that. Let's do a mirror of that. Actually, I need that to be a little bit, let's see, the way this is. Let me look at this again. What is my distance from here to here? That's what I thought, 0.83, okay. So, okay, let's redo this. Let's look at that. I'm gonna do this. Convert the entities. And then I want from here to here. And let's go ahead and turn that back off. And I'm going to do construct a center line of infinite length, but I want it like a this. Yeah, that's fine. Make those symmetric. I don't know why I didn't select that. Oh, okay. Make those 1 inch. And then I should be able to do the chamfer again. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna have to do the. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna have to do that again. Okay, so what is lost? Oh, because it's not. Shit. Let's turn this back on. Gonna make those coincident. Ah, perfect. Okay, good. So basically what I did was I took the midpoint of my forever line, construction line, and centered it on basically on this line, on this construction line, made it midpoint, so that made these do what they needed to do. Whoops. Turn that off. That gives me, yeah, I like that. I don't like that. That is not a lot of room there. I think I'm gonna go with it. No, I don't like that. I need it to be just a smidgen bigger than that. Okay. Third time's the charm, people. Third time's the charm. Let's get rid of that. Get rid of that. And we're going to turn this back on. And I'm going to make these. What? How come it won't give me that? Alright. What it decides to do as far as... Actually, I need that back on. Show. I want this to bring in. Turn that back off. Turn this into a construction line. And we'll go ahead and make it infinite length. Now I can do this. Yes, do that symmetric. What? Oh, I need to give it a... Lord have mercy. 0.26. So let's go 0.25. Now I'm hoping that's going to be enough. It might be a little bit too much. What's this dimension here? There to there should be like, yeah, 0.2. That's about what I was thinking. So, okay. So we're looking at 0.02 something clearance on each side. Alright, let's see what that looks like. All these little tweaks, man. Yeah, I'm okay with that. And then should be able to make a keyway that big, and it should just slide in. And then this up here, that's this one. Alright, so let's get rid of this feature for a second, because I want... I want to put some holes in here. Where's my hole feature? I want it to be threaded holes. And 832 is gonna definitely be too big, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Let's do 440. And condition is blind. And they want a minimum of 0.3. So I'll probably have to modify this. Can I should be able to modify this. 1. What does that mean? Okay, let's undo that. They don't make it easy to back up something when you do something the wrong way. Oh, that says bottom tapping. Yeah, I actually want a bottom tapping hole. Blind. It's not gonna. Okay, let's get out of this. We're gonna have to make these a little bit thicker. Oh. Oh, okay. I might need a smaller piece then. Should be able to do it with 3 holes, 440. Oops. Let's go ahead and beef that up just a little bit more. Maybe I can get it to work this way. I'll have to look and see what that advanced hole in that thread means, because I've never used that before. $440. Don't want through all. Restore default values. I got 0.125. Honestly, I want my blind to be 0.125. I don't understand why it's not letting, why it doesn't automatically do this. It should be 2 times the diameter. Gives me 0.3, so these are like 0.15. But they'll do whatever you tell them to. Actually, I could do a through all, depending where it hits. And then it really wouldn't matter. Let's look at this. Let's do up to next, because I want it to the outsides of those. Because I don't want it interfering with them. Midpoint is fine. And we'll go coincident again. How about, can I do offset from surface? Face surface plane. That, okay. There we go. I want to, don't point through. Offset distance 0.3? No. I don't know why it's doing that. That doesn't make any sense. I don't know if this is going to work or not. Sketch is open, self-intersecting, or intersects the center line. Well, no shit. Huh? Okay, I'm totally do not understand why it's giving me such a hard time. Maybe a smaller screw, I guess. That's the only thing I can think of. It's kind of weird. I don't get it. if I just do a tapped hole. What's this? Oops. Let's go up. 256 is really tiny. But I can go 0.26 down. Let's try that. I put one here. One here. And one here. That should clear everything. Actually, I can move this. Okay. Let's come up. Come on. It actually looks pretty good. And maybe I can put that symmetric with this one. Let's see if how that looks. Oh yeah, that's not bad. I'm okay with that. Now, can I mirror those over? Looks like it's alright. Yep, okay. So that means I need a keyway and match drill on all that shit for every single one of those things. Oh my. And of course, this is pure speculation whether or not this is going to work. No, that's what I wanted. I wanted this. Which means that's probably going to freak. Oh, no, it didn't freak anything out. And it's small enough. Well, oh, look at that. All those are going to fit in there. Oh, wait a minute, though. That's not going to... That's not going to work. Because that means that... Okay, maybe I just keep the center one. And these three are... Alright, let's see now. Now we gotta modify this and have it do the same amount of... Alright, so I need the dimensions on that. Oops, this way. We'll go that way for now. So if I remember right, 0.125 by 0.25. Okay, 0.125 by 25. All right, let's go front plane sketch, and I'm going to do a from here to there, and then we'll just make that. Oh, but if this, I may need to thicken this up. Because I think that's only 0.25 thick. Let me look at that real quick. No, that says it's a 1/2 inch. Is that right? Maybe it's my eyes playing tricks on me. That's no fucking help. Alright, should be right. Okay, let's go back to this. Come on. Zoom in. So I want here to here to be 0.125. And I want my width to be 0.25. Whoa, hello. I'll probably have to chamfer that on these. Actually, I'm going to have it be a little bit like a slip fit. That way it slides in and then it's secured with those screws. Probably set screws is what I'll have to use. That way it all stays below this plane here. Alright, I would like to get these screw in. Sorry, the screw holes in. So let me see if I can do that real quick. Alright, so far so good. Let's make this transparent. And I think what I'm going to go ahead and do is just edit the part in this. And we're going to select this. Go to features. And 256. And that's going to be a through all condition. Position, and that needs to be the same as, oh, is it going to give it to me? let's do this. I know they're around here somewhere. Alright, let me get rid of this one. And I should be able to do this. What's it? No? Wait. Okay, that's not... What are these for? Nope. Okay. Ah, come on. Okay, it's okay, come on. There we go. That's what I want. This to that. Yes, thank you. I appreciate that. That to keep it all the same. That to that. Awesome. Let's change that to up to next. That way it's not like trying to go through everything here. Okay. Save everything. All right. I may have to adjust those a little bit, especially if I have to do a set screw. That may have to go in so it's not so close to the edge there, because that's pretty damn close to the edge. Not sure, or it can be a I'd really like a set screw. Oh, I guess it could be a could be an Allen or a like a set screw. Actually, that might not be a bad idea. Put a set screw in there. The only thing is it won't bottom out. It just keep going. So I'd probably have to plug that up a little bit or something. Well, for now, that's pretty damn good. All right, let me save all this and let me go ahead and get those two features. So I want this feature and this feature, and I want to circular pattern. The direction is going to be, yeah, that's fine. And we want 45 of them. There we go. Now it's doing it. Alright, don't crash on me, please. That's why I quick saved before I did that, because, hey. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do a little bit of, I might have to make these a little bit wider, this rim, so that I can make this a set screw feature. You know what, let me go ahead and edit that. That way I can taper. What? No. On a counter bore. That should be. What is this? Counter bore. Second head cap screw. There's no way. That's freaking huge. That's a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be. In condition up to next. Fit normal, that's fine. Oh, yeah. Do it that way, then I won't have to. Okay. There we go. Yeah, I'll have to modify this a little bit. May have to thicken this up just slightly because that is not a lot of material to hold that on at those spinning that rate. I'm not 100% sure I'm going to need 3 holes. 2 should be enough. But so far it looks pretty damn cool. Alright, let's save that. Okay, make sure all those line up, and they do. Honestly, I don't really need to. I mean, yeah, I probably should. Give it a little bit more oomph. Now, this is going to be different. I could actually, you know what? I could actually have that be a set screw in there. I could do that. Not a lot of material there, though. And really, I don't think I need that many. I could probably get away with just one. Just the one here. But then again, I mean, it's not like I'm going to be putting a couple thousand degrees worth of jet fuel in there. It's just going to be hot air coming off of a mining rig or any other type of warm exhaust. Trying to do this for some energy recovery. Alrighty. I think that is good enough for tonight. I wasn't sure if I'd get into the stationary bit, part of it. So I still have to figure out what kind of, what? Why are my mates all screwed up? I'll figure that out later. I'm not worried about it. Probably because stuff's all goofed up. Doesn't know what to. Oh, I know why. I know why. Because the assembly isn't the same, so it's all thrown off. Anyway, yeah, what I was saying was, getting this set to a point where I can get the stationary bits in there. Still trying to figure out this shaft though. Trying to think about it in kind of in a project, future how it's going to come out. I don't like this box idea. That's going to have to change, but so far it's not looking too horrible. It's actually coming out a little bit better than I thought. So what I'll probably do is do a little bit of tinkering with this, get it modified to where the pieces are in for next episode, so that you don't have to see all that, unless you want to. It doesn't matter to me. So I'll debate on that whether or not, and if I get some feedback saying that, hey, no, I want to see you modify this and tweak it out rather than just the finished product, then that's fine too. But I understand if, bored of seeing me do this one, you want to see me do the next piece. That's totally understandable as well. And thank you, Paladin. That was very, very kind of you to say. I appreciate that. All right, until next week, everybody. I appreciate you tuning in, and I will see you later. Thank you so much.